3,500 kilometer ride for 15 days. We're calling it Way Down South. My name is Amitabh, I'm part of the Bikers Club community, and here's how our ride is going to be. Day 1. We ride from Pune to Hampi, couple of days at Hampi. Explore the ruins, do the coracle ride on the Tungabhadra. Then to Pondicherry, its 17th, 18th century temples and the Pichavaram mangroves. Next, we hug the coastal roads to the sacred Rameshwaram. Spend a day there, explore Dhanushkodi, and we ride on to Kanyakumari. Then we start climbing. A day at Madurai's Meenakshi Amman temple, and then we are off to the Queen of Hills, Ooty, through its thrilling 36 hairpin bends. Wow. Couple of days there, we explored the Nilgiris, and on the list we had the toy train. Next, we are at Bandipur, in a jungle lodge right in the middle of the forest. Do the safari and then off on a coffee trail through Kurg to Chikmagalur, the coffee land of Karnataka. We camp there for the night. Next day, we are at Udupi, the birthplace of the legendary masala dosa. After that, what do you think? On the western coast and not to Goa, even the gods will not forget us. But first, we are at Murudeshwar. Say thanks to the 123 feet towering Shiva for all the miles and moments. Then a stop at Gokarna and we chase the sunset right into it. Next day, that's day 15. We're on our way back home, with a million memories, helmets filled with stories, and our hearts still riding free. So alright, that's how our ride is planned, and that's how it's going to be. 15 days, 3,500 kilometers on the road. This is the first time on the group, so all ideas, suggestions, things to do, things not to do, what to try, what not to try. All ideas and suggestions are welcome. Please keep sharing, and we will see how much we can do that. I mean, that's what we do, right, in the riding community. Whatever we know, we share so that all of us ride safe. So I'll see you on the road when the ride begins. Have fun and live a good story. Cheers. All right. So that's TRP with his wild orange, and that's the mighty Himi. We are all set. And if you're not following the story yet, my name is Amitabh. I'm part of the Bikers Club community. We are off for 15 days for 3,500 kilometers ride. We're calling it Way Down South. It's the first time on this route, and all advices, suggestions are welcome. Some love and wishes will also help. We'll see you on the road. Ride safe, have fun, and live a good story. Cheers.
Hampi, raw, timeless, unforgettable. It took us about 10 hours to ride down from Pune. Mostly smooth tarmac with a few rough patches here and there. We stayed at the Tilak homestay, simple and cozy. Kishore, our super host, made us feel right at home, and the best part, just step outside and in about 5 minutes you're at the Virupaksha temple, one of Hampi's most iconic landmarks. Kishore also helped us with a rickshaw to explore the town. Everywhere we went, it felt surreal. Century-old temples, stone structures rising from the earth, and massive rocky boulders scattered across the land as if giants had dropped them. This little town truly seems carved straight out of history. And then came the most magical moment, the coracle ride, or goal now, on the Tungabhadra. Shravan, our boatman, carried us through waters surrounded by towering boulders while sharing stories of history and mythology. The spinning and swaying on the tiny boat made it an exhilarating experience, one that will stay stamped in memory forever. This ride, this place, Hampi, will always stay with us. Tomorrow, we ride on to Pondicherry.
Hi folks, how's the Sunday going? We are wrapping up here at Pondicherry, part of our 15 days ride to the south of India.
The 14-hour, 600-kilometer stretch from Hampi felt long, but after Bangalore, it was very smooth. Great tarmac, no speed breakers, just open roads and quiet camel towns, almost meditative. We stayed at Satya's house by the Aurovind beach, a rustic cabin with a wooden staircase, sea breeze drifting in and waves crashing right outside. Our host Satya, well-read, well-traveled and full of stories, made it even more special. Next day, we explored Mahabalipuram, 7th and 8th century temples and sculptures depicting the Mahabharata.
खुद को खुद से मिलाने चला है
Lunch at the iconic Moonrakers, and then a magical evening by the beach. Sun setting and moon rising on the same horizon. Somewhere along the way, we tried a local sport, ball badminton. Wooden rackets, rubber ball, volleyball style, great fun. And then came Peshawar, drifting through green tunnels of mangroves, the world's second largest. Still waters, soft light, and complete silence. Felt like floating to another world. For lunch, we indulged in an intense amount of seafood, the tiny local shack. Delicious is an understatement, and served with heaps of love and smiles. Our 2 days here at Pondi ticked off all we had planned, with some more. Next stop is Rameshwaram and Dhanushkodi. We shall see you there tomorrow. Ride safe, have fun, and live a good story. Rameshwaram does not really need a voiceover. The gentle sway of the fishing boats on a calm sea says it all. The ride from Pondicherry was smooth. We dropped our bags and rode straight to Dhanushkodi. That is where the Indian Ocean meets the Bay of Bengal. Two shades of blue side by side. Magical, mystical, almost unreal. Later, we visited the 17th century Ramanath Swami temple and ended the day walking along the promenade. Hundreds of boats rocking gently like they were humming a lullaby for the setting sun. Tomorrow, we ride to Kanyakumari. We shall see you there. Ride safe, have fun, and live a good story. Kanyakumari, our southernmost tip, where the Swami Vivekananda rock stands tall, besides the majestic Tiruvalur statue, symbols of thoughts, strength, and spirit. And where the three great oceans meet, the Bay of Bengal, the Arabian Sea, and the Indian Ocean, merging into one endless blue. For many of us who grew up with Amachitra Katha or Chanda Mama, these are not just places, they are stories that have lived in our minds since childhood. And today, those stories came alive. We stood there among travelers from across India and beyond, each seeing Kanyakumari through their own lens, yet all connected with the same sense of wonder. As the sun set over the Triveni Sangam, we took a dip, a moment of quiet joy and deep satisfaction. Tomorrow, we ride to Madurai. It's been a beautiful journey so far. Stay safe, have fun, and as always, let's live a good story. Half a day at Madurai, and what a day it was. First, the 16th century Tirumalai Nayakar Mahal, grand and timeless. Then, just a short ride away, the 13th century Meenakshi Amman temple. No pictures allowed. We ended the day with a glass of Jigar Thanda, Madurai's own magic in a glass, and a hearty meal at Amma Mess, curry dosa, nalli omle, kola urandai, and a few more local wonders. Tomorrow, we ride to Uti. See you there. Ride safe, have fun, and live a good story. Hairpins. The first one always feels the same, a little nervous, a little unsure. But bend after bend, it turns into that quiet kind of thrill. Somewhere after the third one, you can feel the temperature drop, the air turning cooler, the faint smell of wet earth mixing with the moist greens of the Nilgiris. The sky grows cloudy, and through the thin streaks of rain on the visor, you know, the Queen of Hills has welcomed you. Ooty. It has been on the list for so long. We parked and wandered around town, the tea gardens, the market, local delicacies, a cozy meal, those famous homemade chocolates, and Ooty's Warki cookies, a walk full of little discoveries that bring quiet joy. Next was the toy train, the Blue Mountain Railway. Even the name feels magical. And once you're on it, the soft chuk-chuk, the gentle roll along curvy tracks through the lush living Nilgiris, windows opening to deep valleys, dark tunnels, tiny hillside homes, tall eucalyptus trees, and flashes of blue flowers. It feels like stepping into a children's storybook, full of wonder, excitement, mystery, and magic. Then our visit to the tea and chocolate factory. Watching cocoa turn into chocolate and tea leaves being processed, I could not help but think how many stories begin, pause, and begin again over a bar of chocolate or a cup of tea.
maybe some of ours too. Our story for tomorrow is at Bandipur. We shall see you there. Safe rides, have fun, and live a good story. The Ooty Bandipur stretch, just 90 kilometers. But it is one of those classics in a biker's bucket list. A road of raw thrills, untamed nature, and not a moment of monotony. We rolled down those winding bends under the shade of tall trees, paused for a quick chai, and then drifted into the dense greens of Masinaguri and Madumalai. Deer grazing by the roadside, and a few elephants, calm, free, and majestic in their own world. The tarmac was smooth, the traffic almost none, and every board that read Tiger Reserve, no parking, added its own quiet thrill to the ride. By afternoon, we left the highway behind and reached our stay at Quiet Jungle Resort. That golden Thar next to our bikes, that's Raja's, an old friend. He's driven down just to meet us. We skipped the jungle safari, took the wheels out instead, spotted some wildlife, shared laughter and stories, and drove back under the dark forest sky. We made it back before the bonfire faded, sat around its glow, talking about the rides behind us and the ones still waiting ahead. Another day of roads, rides, and stories well lived. Bonus was meeting an old friend. That was yesterday. Today we ride on to the coffee lands of Karnataka, Chikmagalur. We shall see you there. With some coffee in hand, have an awesome Sunday. Ride safe and live a good story. The Bandipur Chikmagalur ride was pure joy. Narrow lanes, green paddy fields, quiet farmlands, the kind that make you slow down and smile inside your helmet. But why Chikmagalur? Coffee, of course. But before that, we tried catching the sunset, riding out to the far edge of the town, where the road opens to the serene Hirekolale Lake. We missed the sunset, but still got some stunning views. Sat by the banks for a while. Across the horizon, those peaks you see, that's Mulayangiri, part of the Western Ghats. We had planned a ride up there this morning, but chose not to, as today is the day for exploring Udupi, and we did not want to miss any of that. Later in the evening, we finally got ourselves a cup of local brew. Right across the street stood a 1938 coffee store. We walked in, picked up some freshly ground beans to take back home. We wrapped up the day with some local delicacies, one of the many simple joys of being on the road. We are now riding to Udupi for the views, the legendary masala dosa, and of course, more coffee. We will see you there. Ride safe, have fun, and live a good story. An orange sunset, calm and pretty as always, and our own wild orange in the frame, adding that bit of character. This is Udupi. The ride from Chikmagalur felt like two stories in one. The first, through tall trees and coffee farms on either side, that fresh coffee aroma following you all along. And the second, the thrilling descents of the Agumbe Ghats, 18 to 20 sharp hairpins, some broken tarmac, all adding to the adventure. Our stay in Udupi was a real find. Tiny lanes winding through coconut trees, that's a front view and an area line. We stayed right by the Suvarna River, with the tides quietly rising and falling in the backwaters. A visit to the Krishna temple, a must-do while in Udupi. You see the idol through a small window. Why? Well, that's a story for another day. Today morning, we caught the sunrise, and while waiting, saw a small boat slowly fade into the mist. Peaceful, almost timeless. Then onward to Goa. That's Udupi's signature ride, the Maravanti beach. Sea on one side, river on the other. A quick Maggie stop, a biker's staple food. See that grand Gopura towering high? And the 123-foot Shiva statue watching over the sea? This is Murudeshwar. We paused here, grateful for all the miles and moments. And now we are in Goa. Kayaking feels the perfect next chapter in the story of riding way down south. Ride safe, have fun, and live a good story. Goa, the final stop of our 15 days, a little above 4,000 kilometers, way down south.
I'm T.R. Prasad. I've enjoyed every moment of this ride. It's been an unforgettable journey.
I'm Amitabh. I'm part of the Bikers Club community, and as you can see, we are all set to go back home.
And today, as we speak, we are on our way home, the final 500 kilometers. This ride completes the Bikers Club Passport Level 1 and 2 challenge. And there's something deeply reassuring about knowing that when you're out on the road, there's a community that's always got your back. This ride had everything: the hot summer sun, misty mornings, a touch of winter, and rains that made the tarmac shine. We rode through hairpins and forests. along rivers and the mighty ocean, and met strangers who felt like old friends. The food told its own stories. Innocent idlis, fiery seafood, local treats, chocolates, cookies. Every stop, new flavor. Every meal a memory. Ours is truly an incredible country. There are so many moments to hold on to. The coracle ride in Hampi,
The mangroves of Pichavaram at Pondicherry.
the Dhanushkodi stretch at Rameshwaram, Jigar Thanda in Madurai, the toy train in Uti, the forests of Bandipur, the coffees of Chikmagalur, the sunset at Marvante beach in Udupi, and the kayaking here in Goa. As we ride back home, I'm already thinking of the next one. And if you ride, you know exactly what I mean. The next big one, maybe the mighty mystic Northeast. Someday soon. Until then, ride safe, have fun, and live a good story.